Sir, live now.
Thank you. Good afternoon to ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, scholars, and participants. It is with great pleasure and honor that I welcome you all to the national level seminar on understanding the basics of different metrics level, that is the author, journal, and article. This program is organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, that is the IQSA, and the library. We are thrilled to have you join us today for this enlightening and informative event. In today's digital age, where information is abundant and easily accessible, understanding various metrics is crucial, especially in the academic and research spheres. Metrics pertaining to authors, journals, and articles serve as vital tool for evaluating scholarly output, measuring impact, and evaluating research quality. Our distinguished keynote speaker today we have with us Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Verma, a renowned expert in the field of library and information science, and distinguished professor at the Mizoram University as well. Throughout the seminar, we will be dig into the fundamental concepts underlying author level metrics, journal level metrics, and article level metrics, as well as the publications in the reputed journals. We will explore how these metrics are calculated, their strength, limitation, and the implications they hold for the researchers, institutions, and the scholarly community at large. At the organizing secretary of this seminar, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the participants. And you all, if you know, more than 650 participants were registered, and many participants till now also joining our WhatsApp groups, but due to the limitations of the joining on the Zoom as well as on the YouTube, we have yesterday closed the link. So that means very overwhelming response we have received for this seminar. So I think this is the credit is goes to the our expert as well as the my college authorities and the principal for the conducting this qualitative seminar on this topic. Even all of you know the this seminar will be very helpful to you. Also, I encourage to all of you to actively engage in discussion, ask the question, and share experience as this seminar serves as a platform for fruitful exchange and collaboration with all of you, as well as to exchange your ideas on the how to publish, how to measure the citations, H-index, index, and all. And if you have any query, you can ask. Before starting this program, now I am inviting to our principal, Dr. Vasant Mali, sir. Please enlighten to us on this occasion. Also, you request to you please about our college. Principal, Dr. Vasant.
Thank you, sir. I am audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, one and all. Respected Dr. Manoj Kumar, sir, Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Mizoram University as well. Esteemed scholar and Dr. Dattatray Kalbande, IQSC coordinator and convener of this national level seminar. I am honored to welcome all of you for today's national E-level seminar on understanding the basic of different metrics level, author, journal, and articles. J. Vatumal Sadhuvela Girls College started in 1994. A spiritual leader, visionary figure, Acharya Swami Ganesh Dadji Maharaj, founder of Sadhuvela Education Society, believed that the need of time is to nourish the students for all round development much beyond the academic excellence. He started education especially for girls which flourish from bottom to top. Our college is the only girls' college in Mumbai suburban area affiliated to University of Mumbai. Due to globalization and active participations of women in the every field. Our college came forward to start professional courses, that is Bachelor of Management Studies, BCom, Banking and Insurance, and MCom in Accountancy. The college has achieved academic excellence in very short span of time. The students have proved themselves in academic field,
चौधरी सर
cultural. The faculties of the college strive hard for development of students and a great support to them. From last 3 years, our college organized international conference in collaboration with various universities, Mauritius University, Mocha, Mauritius, Udayana University, Bali, Indonesia, and City International University at Paris. Recently organized national conference at Andaman and Nicobar Island in collaboration with Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajkiya Mahavidyalaya, Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar Island. International conference will be organized at Colombo, Sri Lanka in the month of May 2024. Today's national level e-seminar on research methodology. Research methodology is the backbone of scholar pursuit, guiding us in the systematic exploration of knowledge. This seminar provides platform to not only comprehend but also appreciate the diverse metrics associated with authors, journals, and articles. By gaining a deeper understanding of these metrics, we empower ourselves to conduct more informed and impactful research, contributing meaningfully to the evolving landscape of knowledge. I wish you all insightful discussion and fruitful exploration of research methodology in the context of metric level. I am very much thankful to Dr. Manoj Kumar Verma sir, Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Mizoram University as well, giving his valuable time. I wish to express my gratitude to the chairman of Sadhu Vela Education Society, Mr. Uttam Singh Pawar, and Secretary Mr. Nitin Bagwe for giving permission for organize the national level e-seminar. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I am introducing our today's keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Verma. He is presently working as a professor at the Department of Library and Information Science, Mizoram University, Aizawl. He has completed his MLIC and PhD from the GC University, Bilaspur. He has more than 23 plus years of professional experience. Before joining the project organization, he has served in the various reputed organizations like the Guru Ghazidas University, Bilaspur, Disha Institute of Management and Technology, Raipur, as well as the renowned university from the India, that is the Banaras Hindu University, that is the BHU, Varanasi. His area of interest includes ICT application in libraries, knowledge management, information literacy, bibliometrics, cytometrics, etc. He is one of the most active and dynamic professional, having 1,200 plus Google citations with 41 I-10 index, and his H index is at 90. He is also member of the editorial board in many international and national journals published by the international publishers like the Sales, Taylor and Francis, Springer Nature, Elsewhere, Imrad, Frontier, etc. He has published 225 research papers in national and international journals, conference proceedings. On his account, he has 30 book chapters. Besides these 9 books, as well as the edited books till now he is published. As of now, 11 PhD scholars and 8 MPhil scholars has completed their degree under his supervision, and 6 PhD scholars presently working under his supervision. He has successfully completed one major research project funded by the ICR in 2021, and presently 3 major research projects are ongoing, including one international project funded by the UITM Malaysia. He has received many awards like the at least Professor S.V. Narang Research Promotion Award 2023, Distinguished Teacher Award 2023 from the Manav Rasna International Institute and Research Studies. Even he has received the Indian Librarian Prime Award 2022, Certificate of Excellence, even for the Best Paper Presentation Awards, and etc. Beside his academic activities, he is also engaged in many administrative activities and occupied the position of Proctor, Mizoram University, Deputy Director, UGC HRDC at the Mizoram University, Coordinator of Career Council, and again, many things he is doing right now. So very, dynamic, basically the research oriented and the very good, the professor and student, those students and many professionals loving to him because he is a very helpful person and doing very, very good research, and his publications nowadays he's publishing his research in a renowned journal. So I think for the justification of today's topic, sir is the very, the good researcher as well as the speaker on this topic. So before I wasting much more time, I request to the Professor Manoj Kumar Verma, please start your presentation.
Yeah. Good morning, each and everyone. Respected Principal Dr. Vasant Mali and Dr. Kalabande DT, the IQSC coordinator and the convener of this today one-day seminar, and dear participant and faculty member of the college. This is my great privilege today to be interact with you and in this online seminar to deliver one online lecture. Okay, so definitely this is my privilege, and I am very happy to interact with you in this online platform. So today, as sir mentioned, I have to deliver a lecture on the matrix, different type of the matrix. Nowadays, matrix have its own importance. All the colleges in our NIC ranking and our NAC ranking everywhere, it is very important. And as a researcher, as a teacher, these type of the matrix, the basic knowledge of this type of the matrix is very important. Because if we don't know what is impact factor, what is G index, what is I10 index, so it is very difficult to survive in the present academic environment. Okay, so I took this topic because this is a interdisciplinary, and nowadays it has a lot of relevant. Okay, so that's why I am choosing this topic. Now I am sharing my PPT for my formal lecture.
Yes, sir, is there any problem?
No, I am sharing 1 minute. Yeah, I think now it is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, as I mentioned, today my topic is understanding the basics of the different matrix. Generally, there is a three component in the research activity. The most important is author who are doing the research. Okay, and the next important is journal. where we are publishing our research, and finally our output, that is the article. So all these three different components, we have a different type of the matrix to measure their impact. We in the author, we are measuring the author impact, means how is the author in their subject field. Okay, in journal, where we are publishing, what is the credentials, what is the importance, what is the value of the journals. And suppose we publish, but finally, what is the impact of our output, our publications, that is article level matrix. So all these three important component of any research activity, today we are going to understand the basics of their matrix, how we are measuring their impact, their influence. We can say also we can say no influence. So how we are measuring their influence by in our research process. So first of all, what are the research metrics? The basic things from where the matrix started. So in the realm of the academic research and publishing, metrics play a very important role in evaluating the impact and quality of our scholarly work. Scholarly work means what we are doing the research process, what is our output in form of the some articles, in the form of some research paper. No, so these things, no, this quality, their quality, how, no, matrix is matrix we are using to measure the impact of the quality of the our research work. These metrics serve as a quantitative and qualitative measures that assist researchers, institutions, and stakeholders in making informed decisions regarding the relevance, influence, and visibility of the research output. So these metrics we are measuring in the form of the quantity. In the quantity means the number. So last 5 years, last 10 years, last 20 years are still our college, my university was established. How much quantity the research output of my institutions, my organizations. And the quantitative aspect, we are measuring the quality part. What are the top journals where we are publishing the paper? What is their impact factor? Who are the most prominent author of my university? So that type of the qualitative parameters we are using to measure the our research, and that assists the researchers, institutions, and stakeholders to making informed decision. So that is help, no, our policy makers, our authority like principal, vice chancellor, which area our research output is good, which who are doing best, who are doing good, and we who are doing the less good, are where need to be improved, where we need to be the focus. So that on the basis of the matrix we can analyze by the help of the matrix. And matrix, by the images, I want to explain assess your value. Suppose in the Mizoram University or in my subject, what is my value? So my value will reflect on the best of my research output. Okay, so assess my research output to rank my value. Then benchmark of your career progress. You have in your career progress, you have 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, 30 years service. So what year the benchmark means the most productive year you can measure by the matrix and communicate more effectively. If you are analyzing, I am just saying that Mizoram University last 1 year, suppose my department, in my department, if I say last year 23, we published 40 papers, research paper from my library science department. So that will be have no very 40, okay, but it will be more effective, more impressive if I say last years we published 40 Scopus index paper. We can say in last 5 years we published the 40 index Scopus index paper, and out of 40 we have the highest impact factor we publish up to 7, up to 6. Okay, so that type of the communications, when we have some data, some valid data, then and on the basis of that valid data we can quantify or we can communicate. No, so that communication will be more effective. Okay, among the LIS professional, if someone is saying I have 12,000 citations, so that will give some value. Okay, that will give some value. So that's why the research matrix, no, without research matrix we cannot find out this type of the data or this type of the information. Normally the research matrix, it is a measuring the research performance by using the different parameters. In a different parameters are there, on the basis of that we are measuring the research performance. That research performance we are measuring as a individual. Suppose my just sir, when he introduced, he have given my research performance, what is my citation, what is my H index, what is my how many numbers of the paper I publish. No, so that individual. So in the research matrix we are measuring the individuals. We can also measure institution wise, Mizoram University, department wise, university wise. Okay, among the central university, among the state university, among the a particular region wise we can evaluate the performance. Among the India we can divide, no, which area or which institutions are performing better. And we can also measure the research impact on the subject wise. Subject wise, suppose botany, physics, chemistry, management, what research is going on in India, means basis on the geographical area in the India, in the Asia, in the world level. So either individual, institution wise, region wise, or subject wise we can measure the research impact all in all the discipline. So on the we are measuring, but we are measuring on the basis of some parameters. That parameters we call quantitative and qualitative parameters. Okay, we call quantitative and qualitative parameters. Already in the our subject bibliometric and cytometrics we have already invented that parameters. So on the basis of that parameters, it is a one relative. No, if we are saying A is a good, A is a very good. So why A is a very good? On the basis of some his quality, some merit, we can say A is a very good, or A is a better than B. So some quality and some quality have A and some quality have B, but A have little higher quality or more quality than B. That's why we are comparing A and B. Okay, in same way, the research matrix we are measuring on the basis of some parameters. That parameters we call quantitative and qualitative parameters. So what are the research metrics? Okay, if we someone say no research metrics, so I just want to explain the what are the research metrics. The research metrics are used to quantify the influence or impact of our scholarly work. What I am doing, okay, that work as a researcher, what I am doing, we are quantifying, we are measuring, we are counting the influence of impact. Okay, influence we call nowadays, because in the social network side we call influence, and impact means how it is impacting, how it is make some impact on others. So these had a transformation with the advent of the electronic index like Science Citation Index in 1963. We have Science Citation Index, then Social Science Citation Index we have 1973, and lastly we have also introduced the Humanities and Humanities Social Humanities Index, Art and Humanities Index in Web of Science. And same way the Scopus also, which provide the citation of an individual journal. This is followed by the initiations of the Scopus in 2004, which is direct competitor of Web of Science and providing the citation data tracking and journals matrix. Actually, the research matrix, it was started in the 1963 when Web of Science it came, no, Science Citation Index, and in Science Citation Index they are measuring the citations. Okay, the where we publish the journals and how the and on the basis of publications they are measuring the citations, both citations, author citation as well as the journal citations. Okay, in a particular year, individual author, how many citations they are receiving after publishing their articles, and as well as the journal, they how a particular journals, how many citations they are receiving in a particular year, and on the basis of journal citation they are invented the impact factor. I will explain later impact factor, then I will tell you how we are measuring the impact factor. But impact factor we are measuring on the basis of the citations of that particular journals. How high the value of the impact factor, suppose 2, 3, 4. Normally in the science discipline, in the science, engineering and medical discipline and engineering discipline, we have high impact factor journals because they have the high number of the publications, whatever the Scopus cover, that 75% articles, 80% articles are belong to the science, engineering and medical field. Because they are producing more, then they have a high chance to get the more citation. That's why the impact factor of the journals, science journals, are the much higher than the Indian journal. Okay, in the non-science journals, and that another reason is also that they are using some techniques, some method, and always they are coding in their research. Okay, so in the social science we are doing the less research. We can say our mentality, our research ethics, many times it happened that in social science we are taking the reference from some articles but we are not quoting, and finally it is reflecting in the citation of the journals and as well as the author citation. Okay, so these problems are there. Then benefits of the research matrix. What are the benefits? Why we are doing? What we are gaining by research matrix? So the first benefit of the research matrix is visibility. See, when you publish a paper in high quality journals, if you know impact factor 3, 4, 5, yeah, some high. So what happened? You publish nowadays, you will, after publications, you will get the visibility. If you publish one paper in Dog, Annals, International Scientometrics, yeah, JASIS, some paper, you will know. You post in your Facebook, 100 people, 200 people, they will give their impressions, either they like, either they congratulate you. So that visibility, if you publish a paper in the local, then your visibility will be very less. Suppose I publish a paper in the international journal, Emerald, yeah, some Springer, yeah, somewhere. So what happened? My visibility will go globally. Okay, because that journals, the accessibility of that journal is global level. So my research metrics provide a global and global visibility. Suppose someone analyzed the citations because my paper was published in the international journal and it was cited by many papers because the visibility of because it is accessible in the global level, then my H index will be high, my citation will be high, then my visibility will increase. Okay, then my visibility will increase. Yeah, when my visibility will increase, automatically the reputation will increase. In the research, each subject, see, some people are there, we always talk, he is the most dominant researcher in that particular field. So research matrix also find out the reputation among the, suppose library science, we can measure, we can find out who are the most cited authors among the library science teachers, among the library science professionals, among the commerce, who are the most cited authors. So that who will be the most cited, they have very high reputation. Okay, then after, if you give the reputation, then authenticate. Authenticate means authenticity. So the matrix also prove the authenticate a person in that particular subject. How is his structure? How is his status in the profession? If his H index is high, if he have more citation, so definitely he have some an authentication in that subject. And if research matrix also provide the recognize. They recognize. Okay, people nowadays, as we mentioned this award, that award, most of the award they are giving on the basis of your publications, your citation. Okay, so if you have good quality of the publications, high impact factor journals publication, then you will be recognized by your subject, your institutions, in your organizations. So the if it provide the visibility, it give the reputations, it will authenticate your quality of research, and it recognize, it give the recognition. So all this visibility, all these things we can analyze, we can find out through research matrix process, research matrix way. Okay. Now the one question is that how we can generate the matrix data. So in the matrix data, there is a different sources, the indexing and abstracting sources, that is Scopus, Journal Citation Report, JCR, Clavivate Analysis. No, L matrix data we can know, article level matrix we can find out the data from the L matrix and dimensions, and some data we can nowadays we are getting through the publisher identification, PID. Publication identification means the publisher, they have given a particular identification number. Suppose DOI, each article nowadays they are giving the DOI ID, like author ID, like our archive ID. Okay, and one is ROR, Research Organization Registry. If you go the Web of Science journals, yeah, some know they are giving the institutional ID. Suppose Mizoram University. So Mizoram University, they have one research ID in the Scopus. So this type of the specific tools are there. From there we can identify, we can retrieve the data, and we can analyze, and we interpret it, and analyze the data, and we find out the different information, inside informations. And beside this, nowadays we are living in the ICT era, so different social media like Twitter, Facebook, Google Chrome, and Mendeley, Jetro, all these are providing the data of different type of the matrix data, and that data we are using to analyze the matrix impact of the research. Nowadays, these are the very common tools we are using. Now, the next question is why research matrix is important, why we need the research matrix. So, see, as I mentioned some of the point in my previous explanation, but pinpointed the importance of the research matrix for anyone is to get published in a good journal. I am a researcher, I write a paper. Okay, I write a paper. I want to publish. Where I will publish my article. So to get the publish in a good journal, we have to knowledge of the some basic journal matrix. Journal matrix, where I can submit my paper on the basis of their coverage. Either it is Scopus, UGC care listed. So how we will know? If suppose Scopus, then Scopus there is many journals. So their impact factor, their site score. On the basis of that, we can analyze the prestige of the journals in the subject. Okay, and according to the prestige of the journals, we can choose which will be the best journal for my publication. So for that purpose, then application for the tenure, promotion and funding. Application for tenure and promotion. No, suppose I am a teacher. I am a teacher. My promotion, I am associate professor. My professor is due. In many times nowadays interview they are asking no interview assistant professor and associate professor. What is your H index? What is your citation? What is your G index? What is your M index? Different index are there for the measuring the author's credentials. Okay, so the tenure promotion and funding, as you know, if you go for the any major research project, you apply for the national international funding. So suppose you are asking for the research for the you sum up your research proposal. So you asking 10 lakh, 15 lakh rupees from the government, they are funding agency. So funding agency will not give you 10 lakh, 15 lakhs. How? Because before giving the money, they want to check your research capability, research tendency of your capability. So how they will check? They will check on the basis of your H index, your where you publish. When you apply any project, no, in even ICSSR, they are asking last 3 years of your publication. Okay, so in spite of your original research proposal, they will also check your the publication trends and your research credibility. And if you are saying I published my article last 2 years in impact factor 2, 3, Scopus index, no, then it will be your proposal will be considered. There is a high chance to consider your proposal if you have some research credentials. Then measure the impact of an individual's research. Suppose you want to know my university principal sir in your college, he want to know we have suppose 50 or 60 teachers. So among 50, 60, who are the best researchers? Who are contributing in our college in best way? Okay, so we can measure the individual research, impact of the individual research on the different parameters. Fund allocations. Fund allocations, suppose some department are there is a 5. In my university, we have 40 department. Many time allocation of the fund of the science department, it depends upon the performance. Okay, suppose you also apply for some funding to the DST, the ISRO, DRDO, no, for different type of the research grant to establish some research facility. So that time also your research play very crucial role. They will check before giving the fund, yeah, before your application will be considered only based after your publication. Then cost of the subscriptions of the peer review literature. So suppose you are librarian, you have to subscribe some literature. How you will choose? You will choose on the basis of the matrix parameter, the journal quality, the journal's impact factor, the site score. On the basis of that, you have to choose the literature, journals. Then identify the new area of the research. Okay, see every research, no, it is after some time it was absolute. So where world is going? You are in Bombay, near to Bombay, Maharashtra. I am in Mizoram. What Maharashtra people, where the world of the country is going, and what is the new trend of the research? You can find out in the Santa Matrix study or the Matrix study only to know where world is moving. Then decline the area of the research. Now, suppose you are research scholar, you are doing, still you are doing the traditional way. So it is very difficult to publish you, continue the research in the traditional. With the time we have to change. So we have to find out which is the emerging area, which is the now almost isolated area. So by the matrix we can find out the research where the world is going on. Then social responsibility and accountability. Whatever we are doing the research, our social responsibility is that we provide, no, suppose I am a professor, then I have to prove I am a professor. So what research I am doing, that's some quality. Okay, I have that accountability. I have to bear that accountability. Then global benchmark, where we are standing at global level. My institutions, my organizations, now NAC also no. See, whatever the NAC criteria, all the colleges around 50% is only in the form of your research credentials. So the global benchmarking where you are standing as an author, as a subject expert, your institutions where it is standing, to know that we need research metrics. Now, after explaining the basic concept of the research matrix, now I am coming to my original topic, that is type of the research matrix. So in the research, there are the following three important components. In the beginning, I told the author who is doing the research and who is writing the article as scholarly communication, the author, where we communicate, yeah, where we are publishing the journals, and what we are publishing, that is the article. Okay, so three important components are there: author, journals, and articles. And accordingly, we have three different type of the metrics to measure their impact. Author impact, journal impact, and article impact. So one by one, we will discuss now. The first one is the author level matrix. See, the author level matrix, you just see the author, that diagram which I put in your right hand side. So author matrix based on the two type of the matrix. One is the ultimate matrix and one is the citation matrix. Actually, traditionally, we are using the citation matrix to measure the citations of a authors. And how we are doing in the traditional way, we are doing there is a three main source: Scopus, Web of Science, and Google Scholar. Okay, and basis of the Scopus, Web of Science, and Google Scholar, we are extracting the data and we are analyzing, and their H index, their total citation of the paper, their H index, their I10 index. Okay, so on the basis of that, we are doing the analysis, and the H index, it is a symbol of the a particular author credentials, research credentials. Okay, and Google Scholar, they are giving the I10 index, with the H index, they are also giving the I10 index. They are also giving nowadays G index, M index. Now they are calculating. So the another way to measure the author index is the alternative matrix. Yeah, alt matrix we say. And nowadays, social media is very common, and each and every individual's life was now influenced and impacted by the social media. And social media, Facebook, Twitter, and we have many other academic social media like academia, researchgate, altmetrics, where we are keeping our research. So we can also measure the impact of the author from the academia, researchgate, and altmetrics score. When you will log in researchgate, you will find out your profile and you will find out the article, how many papers you uploaded, how many download, how many views, how many people they recommended your paper further as a good paper of the further research. So these parameters we are using for the author matrix. So each matrix measure the impact of the author in a discipline. These highlight how an author research is impactful in his own subject and accepted, recommended, cited by his peers. Peers means who are examining them. So author level metrics are indicate that evaluate the impact of productivity of the individual researchers. These metrics are essential in determining a research contribution to their field and are particularly important for the evaluating the funding, allocation, academic promotion, and collaboration. Some prominent author level metrics include total citation, H index, G index, I10 index, and etc. So, see the total count citations in the author. This is the basic and first parameters to measure the author matrix. So The metric simply count the number of the times of an author work has been cited by an researcher. While it provides a direct measure and it will treated as a direct measure of the influence for any author. So suppose I took my profile because I am taking the lecture. So other profile it is not appropriate to take and highlight. So I put suppose when I took this data, my citation is 1283. Okay, so means I publish whatever paper I publish in my academic career. Total citations 1283 I received the citation. So that value give an impact and impression. No, one positive impression. He has more than 1200 citations. So this is one parameter for the author parameters, the citations, how many. In same way, this is a Google. In same way, we have a Scopus citations, we have a Web of Science citations. They are providing the same way and the total number of the citations, because it will be a very lengthy presentation. So I put only Google. No. So another way, this is the ResearchGate my profile. See, as of now, whatever my paper I got in my ResearchGate, 1036 citations. Okay, 1036 citations in my ResearchGate profile. And whatever the paper I uploaded, see the before the left side, no, my paper was read by 3,27,859. Means I have 3,27,000 plus read. Okay, and my research interest score is 2,461. And whatever the article I uploaded in the ResearchGate, I have among that article I got 601 recommendation. So this value, this number, it is showing the impact of an author. Okay, this is showing the impact of a author. And the recommendation means, suppose I read a paper, in there is option, either you feel that this paper has some academic value and you are recommending to read other people for research. So this data they are showing in the ResearchGate. This is the Scopus citations. See, total 254 citations are there in my article. Actually, the number is vary. Maybe in your mind there is some questions why I am one person, why my number is citations and H index is varying from one place to another place. So this is the reason. Suppose Scopus. So whatever the journals article I have, among that journal article, I have 66 Scopus paper. Okay, and that 66 Scopus paper was cited by 254 authors who published their paper in the Scopus. So Scopus consider only Scopus data. Suppose I write a paper in the Scopus, and my one friend, my one student, one my known library professional, he cite my article and he published in the some journals UGC care listed like ICLIC Bulletin, JILA. Okay, so that in Indian journal which are not cited in the Scopus, so their citation will be not counted in Scopus. Okay, only the Scopus publications they are counting. In same way, the ResearchGate, maybe someone I uploaded my paper. One person, suppose a read my paper. He had published his paper, and in that published paper, he cited me, but the published paper was not up on ResearchGate. So that citation will not count. Okay, that's why it is showing the different scope they are showing because of their coverage. So this is about the citations. The next parameter for the author is H index, and I hopefully all you knowing all you have heard the word H index. So the H index, it is proposed by the one physicist George Hersh in 2005. The H index is a widely recognized matrix that measures both the productivity and citation impact of the research work. Actually, two researchers, two parameters are there, and we can analyze the x and y axis. So if you put one axis, your number of publication, it is increasing, and y axis you put your citations. So where they match, I will show you in the graph where they match, that is your H index. And any person H index, it is make a correlation between the productivity and your citation. What I produce, suppose I produce 100 papers, and how much citation my each paper is getting, that correlation was shown by H index. And H index is giving the academic credentials of a author. If someone is say my H index is a 10, my 5, that value 5 and 10 or 20, 30, that is his academic credentials. So an author with the H index of 10, for instance, has published 10 papers that have each been cited at least 10 times. Actually, the H index is that value, that number of the paper was cited by that number of times. If someone is saying that my H index is 10, means suppose he has published 20 paper, 30 paper, but that among the 30 papers, he has 10 paper have minimum 10 citation. So H index is 10. And if out of the 30 papers, if only 5 paper have minimum 5 citation, it means that his H index is 5. I will show you. See, the calculation of the H index, this is the number of the articles you are showing, and second column you are showing the citation. So see, his first article have got 84 citation. Second article got 20 citation, and in third article it is got 90 citation. But the 8th article got only 8 citation. So what happened? The number of the article and number of the citations where this value tally, that is his H index. Okay, H index 9. So 8 article have 8. See, 9 paper also, 9th paper if you see that have 8 citation. But we cannot say 9 H index is 9 because only 8 paper have 8 citation. And in second, see, the 9 paper, after suppose 1 month, he got one more citation of the 9th paper also, then his H index become 9. And after few months, again the 10th paper also he got 1 citation, then he means he has a 10 paper have the 10 citation. The another way the H index you can see, as you know, the X and Y axis you put the one way you put the citation and one way you put the papers here papers. So the point where the citation and the paper they joined, that is your H index. Means the number of the paper and number of the highest number of the citations that particular paper received, that is your H index. Now the one new parameters was emerged in 2006 because Egan say that no, the H index, the purpose of H index is only giving the quantitative number of the citation. But how we can find out among the H index, among the a particular author, how much he have credentials, no quality, because H index suppose 10, 20, so that will not reflect among the 20 what is the best paper, what is the best article, no. So for that they propose the G index. It is proposed by the EA in 2006. The purpose why it was proposed, to address the limitations of the H index by giving more credit to the highly cited papers. Okay, the H index, they are giving the more credit to the highly cited paper. Then issue with the H index, what is the issue? The H index remain unchanged regardless of the additional citation to the already highly cited paper. Suppose in the previous slide, if you see in this slide, okay, so suppose your H index is 8. So H index is giving only the number of the citations, but the citations which is receiving 84, 20, 29, no, after reaching a particular level, your citation have no value. You understand my point? Suppose we need H, we need 1, but now it is 84. Suppose it become 94, 100. But after counting the H index 1, that value will be 0. Suppose 8 paper. Now 8 paper have 8 citations. So we got 1 H index. We can add 1 H index. But after 8, it will get 10, 20, 30. There is no much value. But the G index they rectify and they can say no, they can measure the square citations. So among your H index, whatever the paper you are counting, how many paper you have the square. G is the square value. Suppose I can say my G index is 5. So my 5 paper have square value means the 25 citation. Okay, if I say I can say my G index is a 20, then my 20 paper have minimum 400 citations. So that limitations they try to find out. The G index is the unique largest number such that the top G article received together at least G square citation. G index 10 means an author has published at least 10 articles that combined have received at least 100 citations. The G index is an author level metric suggested in 2006 by Leo Igay. The index is calculated based on the distribution of the citation received by a given researcher publications. Such that given a set of the article rank in decreasing order of the number of the citation that they received, the G index is a unique largest number such that the top G article received together at least G square citations. Okay, so the G square citation, suppose this is the year of the publication, rank of the article. First article got 70 citations, second article got 12 article. So finally, the final number, the 10th article, it got the 2 citations. But if you calculate, their total citation will be 114 and the G value up because 10 paper total they have G10 because they have square. So 10 into 10 is equal to 10. So G10 is a G10 value will be 100. However, these paper have only 100, more than that means 114 citation. But we cannot say 11 because 11 paper, if you put 11 then we need total citation 121. But the total citation is 140. So G value of that author is only 10. Another parameters now in the Google it is very common is I10 index. It is developed by the Google Scholar. I10 index represent the number of the academic paper an author has written that have received at least 10 citations. Among your publications, suppose my first paper I have got a 51, but the 10 only count. So how many papers have minimum 10? So see, among my published paper, my 41 paper have more than 10 citation. So my I10 index is a 10. Now, how can you measure the impact of your research? So, see, the H index and H index of 40 means the researcher has published at least 40 articles that have received at least 40 citations each. Okay, and G index, the G index of the 30 means that the researcher has published at least 30 articles and when combined received 900 means square. And I10 index is of 20 means that the researcher has 20 articles that have received at least the 10 citation each. So in that way we are calculating. Now recently we have one more index for the author, that is the M index. Actually the M index of the M contains is the matrix that average of the H index over the number of the years since an author first publication. Actually H index, suppose it was assume that suppose I joined my service in 2010. So within 14 years, my index reached 90. And one person he joined 2000, and his H index value will be definitely high because he joined 10 years back prior to me. So the M index, it is used to count the most productive year, means a researcher in his lifetime when he is the most active. So the purpose address the use of the career length affecting the H index, enabling the fair comparison between the researcher with the different academic career length. Actually, the H index, suppose I am saying no, I am saying my H index is the 19, and another person H index is 19, but we are the same in the level of the H index, but I consume 20 years to reach the 90, to reach the H index 90, and someone achieve within 5 years, within 10 years, means he is performing better than me. The level where I reach today after 20 years, a person, the X person he reached within 5 years. Okay, so that type of the impact, it was measured by the H index, and the M index was calculated by H index, the current year minus the earliest publication, the first year plus 1. In this formula, we are calculating the M index. Now, after the author level, the second important matrix is the journal level matrix. The journal level matrix is evaluate the quality, prestige, and influence of the academic journals. These metrics are pivotal for the research seeking to publish their work in the reputed venues of the institutions and assessing the significance of the faculty contribution. Most of the journal level metrics are calculated from the pool of the journal index into two citation index database, that is Web of Science. It is published by the Clarivate Analyst, and the Scopus, it is published from the LGBS. These two are the sources we are using to measure the journal impact. Now, the most common important factor in the journal publication is the impact factor. It is developed by the Eugene Garfield. The impact factor is calculated by the dividing the total number of the citation in a given year to article published in the previous 2 years by the total number of the article published in those 2 years. A high impact factor indicate the more influential journals are more impactful journals. The journals, the impact factor, it is published in the JCR, Journal Citation Report. The Journal Citation Reports provide you the transparent, publisher neutral data and statistics you need to make confidential decision in today evolving the scholarly publication landscape. However, you submitting your first manuscript are managing a portfolio of the thousands of the publications. It is product of the Clarivate Analyst. Previously, it was published by the Thomas and Reuters. And quickly understand the journal role within the influence upon the scholarly research community by exploring a rich array of citation metrics, including the journal impact factor, alongside descriptive data about the journal open content and the contributing to the authors. Now, as I told you, the JCR, the impact factor, it was given by published by the JCR, and it is part of the Web of Science. The Scopus, they are giving the site score. The site score metrics are the suit to independent calculate from the data in Scopus, the world leading abstract and citation database for the peer review literature. Calculating the site based on the number of the citation up to the document, article, review, conference paper, book chapters, and data papers by the journal over 4 years, divided by the number of the same document that index in the Scopus publication in the same last 4 years. Actually, here one thing I want to clear you, the site score we are calculating on the basis of the published article, suppose 2023, and cited the last 5 years data, citation in last 5 years, last 4 years, sorry, last 4 years citation data, and impact factors we are calculating on the basis of the last 2 years data. Okay, I will show you formula, then there I will clear the site score. See, this is a library high-tech journals, and the site score for 2022 is 4.9. Okay, so how much means the here also you see your left hand side citations, how much these articles get citation and how many document was published in suppose 22, so 4 years will be 28, 29, 20, 21. So in these 4 years 18 to 20, how many articles they are published and how many citations they received, that ratio is the site score. Then Simago Journal Ranking SJR. The Simago Journals Ranking SJR is the based on the concept of the transfer of prestige between the journal via their citation link, drawing on the similar approach to the Google page rank algorithm, which assume that important websites are linked to from the other important website. SJR weight each incoming citation to the journal by the SJR of the citing journal, with a citation from higher SJR source counting for more than a citation from the low SJR link. So site score and SJR account for the journal size by averaging cross recent publications, and it is calculated annually. The SJR is also provided by the Scopus data and freely available along with the site score. The Simago journal ranking is indicate the measure of the prestige of a scholarly journal that account for the both the number of the citations received by a journal and the prestige of the journals where the citation come from. And the set of the journals have been ranked according to their SJR and divided into the 4 equal groups, that is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Actually, the prestige, the SJR, the value of the SJR, it is given by the Scopus, and see, the value is indicated, no, the SJR value is 0.507, that is the library high-tech. So, suppose in this journal 4.9 the site score of this journal, so how many citations it is receiving? More that journal which have the more site score of 4.9. Suppose the high-tech journals, no, that journals have 4.9 site score. So these journals, how many citations received from such journals which have above than 4.9 citations score? Then source normalized impact factor. Then source normalized impact per paper is a sophisticated matrix that instantly count for the fold specific differences in the citation practices. It does so by comparing the each journal citation per publication with the citation potential of its field defined as the set of the publications citing that journals. SNP therefore measuring the conceptual citation impact and enable direct comparison of the journal in different subject field. Since the value of the single citation is greater for the journal in the field where citations are less likely and vice versa. SNP is calculated annually from the Scopus data and are freely available along with the site score and SJR. So the SNP actually we are calculating, no, among suppose I publish a paper in my bibliometric, so in that particular journals, how many citations we are getting from the core journals, means that area core journals. So that value always, no, see SNP value it is 1.2.117. so the source normalized impact per paper measure the actual citation received relatively to a citation expected for the serious subject field. Suppose library science, we publish in high-tech, many journals many articles if you see they are publishing from the computer science elite subject. So that they are calculating from the core journals. How many citations a particular article is receiving from the core subject or core area of the journals. Now, journal impact factor, how we are calculating. So, already I explained the journal impact factor, the formula I am showing you. Suppose you have to calculate the impact factor of 2018, then you have to count the site count in 2018 of the paper published in 2017. How many citations it was received in 2017 and cited count in 2018 paper published in 2016. You have to plus the number of the paper published in 2017 plus number of the paper published in 2016. So the average number, whatever the value it will come, that will be your impact factor. Okay. Now the third level matrix is article level matrix. So in the article level matrix, see what happened. One is the journal, one is the author. The most important thing is that what our product, that is article. So how it is how their matrix we can analyze. So article level matrix focus on a specific impact and receptions of the individual research paper. They provide insight into the immediate and long-term impact of a particular piece of the work. So article level matrix we can analyze basically in the three way. One is the citation based matrix, and another the alt matrix, and the usage matrix. So citation level matrix we are analyzing by the CRC, that is relative citation ratio we are calculating, and CNCI, that is the category normalized citation impact that is the traditional method. That is the traditional method. We are analyzing the citations of the article. Then usage matrix. The usage matrix means nowadays you see many journals they are giving the publishing in the online mode. So even Indian journal, you go serious journals, if you go Desi Dog journals, they are in their papers, the published paper content page, they are giving the page view or download data. How many your data was downloaded? So that data we can say, suppose in a list there is a 10 article. Out of 10 article, one article was downloaded 2 times, one article was downloaded by 5 times, one article was downloaded by 10 times, and one article was downloaded by the 100 times. So definitely the 100 times downloaded article have the more academic value. Okay, page view also same way we are doing. But in the present time, for a scientific measurement, we are doing the alt matrix. Alt matrix nowadays, social media analysis we are doing for our articles to see their impact, how the article is impacting and giving their impact in the academic world. So in the social media, the alt matrix data, we are counting the citation count, while also applicable at the author level. Citation count are vital for evaluating the impact of a specific article. A higher citation count suggests that the research has been influenced in each field. Then download access views. How many times your article was downloaded, how many times was accessed, that data also reflect the quality of your paper. And reader engagement, some platforms provide the metrics on the amount of the time reader spent on the article, or the depth engagement indicate the article appeal the comprehensively. So I put my paper. This paper was published in the Aquaculture International. This is a Springer publication. So this paper was published in the 2023, and if you see the red mark area, within the 1 year, this article was accessed by 981 access it got. Within 1 year, it is got the 9 citations and 3 alt matrix score. So that is giving the influence in maybe the same time, same date when this article was published, 5, 6, or 10 more article was published, but they may not, either they may get less access, less citation, and let alt matrix score are higher. So who have the more access, more citation, more Altmetrics score, that article we say it is the more influential article in that particular issue at that particular journal. So see the from Altmetrics 3 we got the 3 Altmetrics score. So Altmetrics score, see 3 people they are using the X users, 14 people they are citing in the dimension, and 33 we have the Mendeley readers, Mendeley readers on the papers. So what is the Altmetrics? Altmetrics serve as an article level matrix by providing insight into the online attention, dissemination, and influence of the specific research article. Altmetrics are the metrics and quantitative data that are complementary to traditional citation-based metrics. They can include, but not limited to, peer review on the faculty of 1,000 citation on Wikipedia and the public policy document. Discussion on research blog, mainstream media coverage, bookmarks on reference management like Mendeley, and mention on social networks such as Twitter. Data for the Altmetrics may be retrieved from the Dimensions database and altmetrics.com. These two are two major sources. From there, we can extract the data for the Altmetrics study. The term Altmetrics, it is coined by the Joseph Pym in 2010 as a generalization of the article level metrics, a web-based tool that track the report, conversations, and attention to work from the thousands of online sources, including the mainstream media, social media, and policy document. Tool for instant research impact evaluations. It is used instant, because see the other metrics it will take a time, but social media Altmetrics it is giving the immediate response. Okay. So visualize how much attention has been paid to a particular scholarly paper on the social network site. It is analyzed. Then Altmetrics not only measure the academic impact, it also measure the social. It also impact the societal impact on the research. Now see, this is the dimensions data I just studied. I extract from the dimension database. In the dimension database, there is a we have 14 crores publications. Okay, you see the red mark area, up red mark. We have 14 crore 26 lakh 59,835 articles. This is a number of the articles, publications were listed in the dimension. Among the dimensions database means 14 crore papers. The first paper, COVID research, COVID-19 researcher blow the whitelist on the data integrity issue. That paper we have the highest 43,870 Altmetrics score. Okay, so that value among that database, this article have the highest social impact. Okay, if you see the next slide, I am showing the social 83,817 Altmetrics score. That article among the 14 crore articles, this is the most influential article in the dimension database. Okay, if you see other database, the value may change, but according to that database, this is the highest value. So where it was mentioned, see 115 places it was reported in the news outlet, 17 blog they code, then 18,026 Twitter people they comment about this article, 23 Facebook pages, 7 Wikipedia pages, 97 red drops, 1 research highlight platform, and 19 YouTube. Okay, so this paper, it is the most influential paper and of the dimensions database. And see the X users, X users 78,000. So geographical location, you can say the United States, they have the 7,293 people they mention about this paper. United Kingdom, France, Japan, Calcutta, Italy. That number means we can find out who is looking, who is reading our papers. And mental readers, you see, the ready for the professional status, how many researchers, how many student, PhD student, how many master student, they are reading, they are mentioning about that a particular article. And reader by discipline, your paper was read by home, medicine and destiny, biochemistry, nursing. So discipline wise we can analyze our research. Who is reading, from where they are reading, we can find out the data. Then why to use the matrix tool again? Because now I am sum up the things. So measure the impact of our research. I want to know, I am doing work, but how? Suppose every exam, when we are writing an exam, so the final marks of the exam is the scorecard. So we are doing the research, but by the matrix we can measure the result. Okay, our publishing activities like CV, promotion, tenure grant, Facebook to funding, feedback to the funding agency, industry, and publish. So publishing activity, I am going my interview. When I am meeting people, I am saying my H index is this. I publish my paper in Cytometrics journal. I publish my paper in this journal, this journal. Like this, we are promoting our self. Further, our promotion, for our tenure, for our grant. Then showcase individual, group, and institutions. Every institution, someone is the most prolific author. So to showcase what I am in my profession, what I am in my department, what I am in my university, what I am in my subject. So that type of the showcase we use the matrix tool. Then identify the area of the research strength and weaknesses. Informal research priorities. We can fix which area is the dominating. Suppose library science, which area is working. So matrix we can find out. We can collect the data of the last 5 years, last 10 years, and we can find out which area most of the research paper was published, and we can identify and which area is the absolute. Then identify the highest impact and top performing journals in the subject area. Where to publish, it will help you to find out where to publish and learning about that particular. Then subject area identification, emerging area of the research we can find out by the matrix research. Then identify the top researcher in the subject area, and to identify it will help you for the collaboration, competitors. Suppose I am, who is it publishing? So I publish one paper in Cytometrics. Who is publishing? Other. So either we can use this data for the collaboration, or we can say, okay, my friend, he is published one paper in this journal, I will also publish. Okay, and recruitment, learning about the subject area, it will help. Okay, so thank you so much for your patientful listening.
Thank you very much, sir. Really very informative, as well as with the practical approach you have discussed on this topic. I know the many people will be heard about the many things, but you have explained the many new things with the examples. So that is the beauty of your presentation. If anyone have the questions, please raise your hand from the YouTube. And even from those who are on YouTube, so they can raise your question to me in a group.
Yeah, one
Mahajan,
student.
please unmute yourself.
Yeah, one student is asking about the dimension data. It is paid a fee. So in the box, so it is a free data. Okay, you just go dimension database, you log in your credentials, and you can access without any fee, without any payment.
Hello.
Yes.
Namaste, sir. I'm Priti Mahajan from Jalgaon. Sir, I ask one question to you. If I keep one hypothesis in my mind, like this, Mumbai University faculties publish their papers in high quality journals. Okay, and then how do we prove like this quartiles means Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4? Because we collected data from the Web of Science. Then how can we prove this hypothesis?
Madam, actually, see, your objective is that ki suppose, for example, I am a university name, I forget, suppose Bombay University have the quality publication. So, Scopus or Web of Science, you can extract the data, last 5 years, 10 years, whatever you want. And that data you are analyzing where they are publishing, how many all suppose for example they published last 5 years 1000 research paper by Bombay University. Okay, so all 1000 is papers were not published in all the high impact journal. Maybe someone have impact factor below than 1, someone have 1, someone have 2, someone have 5, and rarely means 2 or 5 article have the impact factor more than 10. Okay, so on the basis of that, you can say that among the 1000 people, the 100 papers, yeah, 200 papers are Scopus are above the impact factor 2. So we can say that 2 is a reasonable impact factor. So we can say their publication is the quality. They are the publishing very quality paper. You have to fix some parameters. Okay, you have to fix some parameters, and on the basis of that, you have to check.
नहीं मीन्स मुझे ये पूछना था सर कि Q1, Q2, Q3 और Q4 एक क्वार्टाइल्स है बराबर, और जर्नल्स के हिसाब से हम अगर इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर चूज करते हैं ऑथर्स का, तो हाउ मीन्स अकॉर्डिंग टू लोटकास लॉ वी प्रूव दिस?
No, Lotka's law is not related to this, madam. Actually,
नहीं,
Q1,
sorry,
Q2.
Bradford's law, sir. Lotka's नहीं.
No, Bradford law also. Bradford law is saying the scope, the scattering of the subject. Actually, Q1, Q2, Q3 या Q4 ये स्कोपस के द्वारा इन्होंने जो जर्नल्स है उनको इन्होंने इनके क्वालिटी के आधार पे इन्होंने 4 भागों में बांटा है. सपोज लाइब्रेरी साइंस के 100 जर्नल्स हैं, ठीक है, तो इन 100 जर्नल्स में जो टॉप इम्पैक्ट के हैं उनको टॉप 1 से 25 तक रखा है. फिर Q2, ये Q1, Q2 जर्नल्स आप जब वेब ऑफ साइंस में जाएंगे तो वहां से आपको Q1 जर्नल्स मिल जाएंगे, सब्जेक्ट वाइज मिलते हैं. लाइब्रेरी साइंस के कितने हैं, मैनेजमेंट के कौन कौन है, फिजिक्स के कौन है, केमिस्ट्री के कौन है. तो आप जो पब्लिकेशन है उसको टैली करिए कि कितने पेपर आपके Q1 जर्नल्स में आ रहे हैं, कितने Q2 में आ रहे हैं, कितने Q2 में आ रहे हैं. एंड उसके बेसिस पे अगर मान लीजिए 1000 पेपर में Q1 जर्नल सिर्फ 20 है, 30 है या 100 है, तो मीन्स 10% ओनली आपके Q1 में है.
ओके, यानी जोन सर, जोन 1, जोन 2 और जोन 3.
नो वो जोन जो आप सोच रही हैं ना, वो यहाँ नहीं है. वो तो जर्नल्स के स्कैटरिंग को बताता है ब्रैडफोर्ड लॉ.
ओके,
ठीक है, वो इससे कोरिलेट नहीं है.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Okay, thank you, sir. One question is from the Vishal Bharadwaj. He wants to know about the tools of references and journals.
See, Mendeley, Jetro, many tools are there, but each journals, if you see, even Emerald, Library High Tech, they have some specific reference pattern. Even Desktop, you see, they are not following the APA, they are not following the Chicago. Many journals, you see, Icelandic Bulletin, they have their specific. So when you write a paper, you go, each paper, they have the guideline. In their website, they are giving the guideline and you have to check. Many times it happened, we submit a paper in the Library High Tech and it was rejected. Again, we submit in another journals, then we have to check their guideline and we have to change. But for the standard like APA, Chicago, Jetro is there, Mendeley is there, many softwares are there. They will do by the indexing and they will do the referencing by using that software. But many of the, again I am mentioning, after doing that, using that software also, you have to check the particular journal's standard, because everyone have their standard format.
Okay. Another one question is from the Rekha. She is the PhD scholar and she want to know about the exploring the web of science. When she is exploring the web of science and she came across the emerging source citation index, that is the ESCI. and she want to like to know what is it and what subject areas it covers and how it is different from SSCI.
Actually, the emerging source and the Web of Science, they have two in their database. They have two type of the categories. Okay, इन बेहतर शायद हम उनको दूसरे तरह से समझाएं. हम अब जब कहीं जाते हैं गेस्ट में या हमारे यहाँ कोई गेस्ट आता है तो कुछ गेस्ट होते हैं जिनको हम जो आते हैं बेल बजाते हैं उनसे बात दरवाजा खोलते हैं दरवाजे से ही जो बात है सुनते हैं उनको विदा करते हैं कुछ को हम अपने ड्राइंग हॉल में बैठाते हैं कुछ के लिए हम वीआईपी व्यवस्था करते हैं तो जो इमर्जिंग सोर्स है जो कोर सोर्स है वेब ऑफ साइंस का वो ऐसा ही है सपोज आप एक जर्नल हम एक जर्नल निकाल रहे हैं तो हम जब शुरू में करते हैं तो 1 साल 2 साल वो जर्नल जब हम वेब ऑफ साइंस में अप्लाई करते हैं उस पर इंडेक्सिंग के लिए तो इनिशियली 1 साल 2 साल 3 साल वो जो है इमर्जिंग सोर्स में होता है ठीक है जब वो कंटिन्यू अपना परफॉर्मेंस कंटिन्यू रखता है तो फिर उसको हम प्रमोट करके हम उसको कोर कलेक्शन में करते हैं ठीक है अभी और अब तक 2023 के पहले तक जो इमर्जिंग सोर्स में जो जर्नल्स होते थे उनका साइटेशन काउंट कोर कलेक्शन में नहीं होता था इसीलिए आप देखिए कि जो हमारा डेसीडॉग जर्नल्स है या एनल्स है इनका इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर बिकॉज ऑल डेसीडॉग एनल्स दे आर इन द इमर्जिंग सोर्स तो इमर्जिंग सोर्स होने की वजह से 2023 तक उनके साइटेशन काउंट नहीं होते थे इसलिए उनके इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर अभी भी 0 के आसपास है 0.5 या कुछ है ठीक है 2023 में वेब ऑफ साइंस ने चेंज देयर पॉलिसी अब उसके भी साइटेशन को काउंट कर रहा है लेकिन अब जैसा मैं पहले भी बताया कि वेब ऑफ साइंस के जो इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर मेजर करने के लिए लास्ट 2 साल का चाहिए तो जो हमारे जो इंडियन जर्नल्स हैं लाइब्रेरी साइंस के उसको साइटेशन रिसीव करने के लिए 23 में चेंज हुआ तो 24 1 साल हुआ 25 हुआ 26 या 27 के बाद उनके इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर आने लगेंगे
Okay. Another same question from the Rekha. She want to know about the what does in research interest score shows in ResearchGate and how it is calculated.
Research interest. Okay. See the research interest. If you go the ResearchGate profile, they explain. Suppose how many papers you uploaded on the ResearchGate portfolio and you are given the full access okay then it will depend on the citation on your download and some question answer suppose someone is requesting my article full text either I am sharing or not so the total value actually it is not giving a section wise value but on the basis of that they are calculating and we as a viewer side we can see only value they have 5 criteria okay so you can check what I remember the research interest is your full paper availability uploaded on the ResearchGate your citations your download and the question in you whatever the questions asked by someone in to you and you replied academic questions so on the basis of that they are giving the academic interest research interest
Okay. So there is a many questions from the participants, but due to the time limitations, I request to the participants, please send your questions to me on in your WhatsApp group, and I will be sent to our research persons, and with the answer, he will be revert back to you in a group. So thank you very much to one and all. In conclusion, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to each and every one of the more than 500 participants who joined us for this national seminar. Your enthusiastic engagement and active participation made this event truly memorable and impactful. A special words of thanks goes to the Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Verma for his insightful presentation on the fundamentals of metrics accompanied by the practical examples. His expertise and dedication greatly enriched our understanding of this important subject matter. Furthermore, I extend my gratitude to all the attendees for their valuable contributions and thoughtful questions, which enhanced the depth of our discussion and made the seminar truly interactive. I would also like to acknowledge the hard work of and dedication of our staff members whose efforts were instrumental in ensuring the success of this seminar. As a strive for continuous improvement, your feedback is valuable to us. We encourage to you take a few moments to complete the feedback form, and same the feedback form link I will be share with you in a WhatsApp group, as well as I will send to the all the participants on their mail ID. So, and one request to all of you that the feedback link will only be active for the next 30 minutes until the 2 p.m. Okay, after that, I will be close the feedback form link, and you will be receive your e-certificate within 15 days on your mail. So once again, thank you for your enthusiastic participation and unwavering support. We look forward to welcome you to our future events as we continue to explore and expand our knowledge together. So thank you once again to one and all, and I special thanks to the Professor Manoj Kumar Verma for his valuable time and his expertise on this event. So thank you one and all. And with the permission of the chair, I am going to end this meeting. So thank you one and all.
Thank you, Kalavande, Dr. Kalavande ji, for your invitation and giving me this opportunity to share my little knowledge and experience with your great participant. This is my first interaction with Maharashtra, means some platform where I am able to share my views with them. So thank you so much, and I would also like to thank the principal, Dr. Vasant Maleji, for giving me this opportunity, and all the people who are working behind the scene as a technical team member with Dr. Kalavandeji. So thank you each and all, and most thanks to all the participants patiently listening to me and spending almost more than 90 minutes time with me. So thank you each and all.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
Yes.
Thank you.